So about 1 week ago, as the Brits would say, I sat here right on my bum. This bloke giving you a recap of all the news stories. There were chock full of them in 2025, a year in review. Well, guess what, my friends? We are about not even 1 week into 2026. I feel like I can already do another year in review. That's how hot and heavy stories are coming across on the news front. Here's a couple of them. How about Tampon Tim? There you see him. Who can ever forget him? Joining Kamala as her sidekick, the VP, in a failed run for the presidency. Thank goodness. Excuse me. Thank you. First time I've done that in 2026. I'm sure I'll do it another couple to a dozen times. But I do mean it. Tampon Tim in the state of Minnesota with the biggest news story to round out 2025, the Somali fraud scandal. Well, he thinks he can take a backdoor out. He took his name out of the hat and said, I'm not running for governor this year, which would be his third term. Oh, thank you, Tim. Tampon Tim. The arrogance. Meanwhile, as he tries to deflect by exiting the governor's race, well, I got news for you. This story is not going away. And Tampon Tim, you are going to have to explain not only to the Minnesotians where the money went and how much skin you have in this game on many fronts, but you're also going to have to explain it to the United States of America. In other words, you can duck, you can hide, you can try to run, but at the end of the day, POTUS 47 and his DOJ are going to come down on you. So you've got a lot of explaining to do. Exclamation point. You betcha. Meanwhile, the biggest story so far this year, and it may be the story of the year, who knows? Maybe the story of the century when all the dominoes in this fall, and that's the arrest of Nicolas Maduro. Thank you, President Donald J. Trump, for having the cojones to send in our very best Delta Force. Make me proud as an American. Badasses with precision strikes. They went in and took Maduro. Took 3 minutes. Supposedly he was guarded by Cuba's version. Yeah, the Cubans protecting the Venezuelan dictator, the drug lord. Their version of Delta Force. No match. Word is a lot of them, they ran for the hills. They ducked for cover. They didn't even want to entangle themselves in a battle with America's finest. Trump took care of business. Here's POTUS 47 on Maduro's arrest.
So we are going to run the country. We're not afraid of boots on the ground. Considered the largest theft of property in the history of our country. We're going to run the country until such time as we can do a safe, proper, and judicious transition. So we don't want to be involved with having somebody else get in, and we have the same situation that we had for the last long period of years.
You have it from POTUS 47. I got a good soundbite for you from Secretary of State Marco Rubio lined up. And I'm going to get to that in a minute. I just want to make this point. I've said this time and time again. We're living in the absolute crossroads of American history. What a time to be alive. And what a time it is to be an American. To have a fearless leader like this who doesn't play. I put a short up yesterday here on the Red Dawn Media channel of Marco Rubio, Secretary of State, who talked exactly to that subject. Take a look and listen.
The other message here is the following. You have a guy, like many people around the world, they like to play games. You have a guy who decides he's going to invite Iran into his country, is going to, do the confiscation of American oil companies, is going to flood our country with gang members, is going to take Americans prisoner and try to hold them for hostage and trade them like he was able to do with the Biden administration. Basically likes to play games all this time and thinks nothing's going to happen. And I hope what people now understand is that we have a president. The 47th president of the United States is not a game player. When he tells you that he's going to do something, when tells you he's going to address a problem, he means it. He actions it. I can tell you, I've watched this process now for 14, 15 years, been around it. Everybody talks, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. When I get there, we're going to do this, we're going to take... This is a president of action. Like, I don't understand yet how they haven't figured this out. And now, if you don't know, now you know.
And again, the Secretary of State, who has been brilliant in his role. Lots of TCB when it comes to Marco Rubio, and that means taking care of business. Absolutely. It'll be interesting. Time will tell just how far Marco will climb up the ladder, meaning will he be the presidential choice to represent the Republicans in 2028? Well, that's looking in the crystal ball and seeing way down the road. For now, as you see, it's been quite the first week into 2026, and it's not even in the books yet. So let's do this. Let's take it minute to minute, hour by hour, day to day, because you never know what tomorrow brings. But may there be peace on earth. And it's good to see a scumbag like Maduro is locked away. He'll remain behind bars, and the world, Venezuela and beyond, is certainly a better place.